Hi, welcome to episode 1 of Take Aim Games. I'm Scott Mills, your host, and I'm joined by Brett Wolf
Hey,
to
guys.
my left and Eric King on my right.
Hello.
So we're gonna start off by talking about what games we've been playing this last week and what we think about them, and give our thoughts on those. So I don't know, Brett, do you want to start? Like, what have you been doing this last week?
Man, just playing a lot of Battlefield 5.
Battlefield 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's I played Battlefield 1 and I enjoyed it to a point, and then I'm like, well, let's check out the Battlefield 5 beta, and I wasn't too much of a fan of it. It was a lot different than Battlefield 1 in terms of there's only 4-man squads instead of 5-man squads, and so I was kind of like hip on that because a lot of my friends want to play Battlefield, and you only fit 4 people in a squad.
Yeah.
I felt like the shooting was okay. The maps were good. So then when the actual game came out, it's blown me away. It's been a game where, it's
good, yeah.
Yeah, it's a game where, you drop it. It's just like any Battlefield 5 game you played, but it's got me hooked. So, I mean,
that series has definitely grown a lot and become very popular.
Yeah, I mean, with as much criticism as EA has gotten in the past, year and a half with some of their titles, I was a little bit worried about what DICE was going to produce. So yeah, it's just been a game that keeps on drawing me back. I played some Hollow Knight, the indie game from Team Cherry, and it's like a Metrovania type of game with some Dark Souls-esque
That's cool. I like
things
some
to it.
Dark
So,
Souls.
and then what else have I been playing? And I tried playing the Spider-Man DLC, Turf Wars. I 100% the heist.
Okay, so that's the one with like Hammerhead that you're.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so the Black Cat was the main focus
Cool. Yeah.
of the first DLC, and then Turf Wars is really focusing on Hammerhead. And I'm a trophy hunter. Like, I like to get my trophies, and playing with on Turf Wars it's been frustrating to say the least.
Yeah,
Because like a lot of the guys are using like a lot of these saber weapons and shields, and it's really pissing me off.
A bit of that,
Yeah, so it's been super frustrating, and I kind of put it down because I can't beat one of the fortresses, and it might be a game that I don't come back to. I got the platinum for Spider-Man already. Maybe the new DLC when it comes out, maybe
so
next month.
More DLC.
Yeah, will be something that I might, play. But right now, I kind of put down Spider-Man for good.
Do we know who the main villain's gonna be in the new DLC?
I'm assuming, I don't want to give any spoilers with the first DLC. But I have something in mind. I just don't
We don't want to spoil it.
But no, Insomniac has done a great job. The only criticism, besides what I pointed out before, was the length of the games. Paying, $20 for a season pass. It's very short, 2 to 3 hours tops.
Oh yeah.
200% to 100% each of the DLC. So it's really short. But I enjoyed the first DLC. The second DLC hasn't been to my liking. Haven't really enjoyed it, but and then I also I got Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Black Friday.
Yeah, because that was down to like what, $27 or something.
Yeah, it was $27 at GameStop.
Yeah,
So I picked that up, and so far so good. Like I played the only Assassin's Creed game I really played was Origins.
Okay.
So honestly, it's like the same feel. It was made at the same time as Origins. Both of those studios. I think it was Ubisoft Montreal made Origins, and Ubisoft Quebec made Odyssey. So the same type of elements in each of the games. More RPG focused. But I've been having a blast with that so far. It's been really, really fun. People will say that like there's a lot of level discrepancy in terms of like you have to do a little bit of grinding.
Okay.
You'll get a main quest, and then the levels are a little bit higher than the previous mission.
Okay.
Yeah, so
is it kind of like Dragon Age, where it's like too much leveling and makes it too easy, like you become too overpowered?
no, because each of the missions are the levels are marked. So once I get to a point where I can actually like, on the same level as the enemies. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's actually really easy. I feel like the stealth is easier than it is in Origins.
Okay.
Also depends on what kind of difficulty you're playing on. I mean, if you're playing on
True.
normal difficulty, it's going to be a lot easier.
True.
But,
Yeah.
And I'm not one to play on the hardest difficulty. That's not my thing. Like, for some people, that's like what they have to do to enjoy the game. I feel like that they have,
The
done
satisfaction of beating
right,
it.
or they've done everything that the developers have, given to them in the game. But I'm not one of those people. I play on normal or easy. I just want to enjoy the story and kind of get through it. To be honest.
kind of how I feel with those games as well. I mean, I don't think there's much reason to go on a higher difficulty on that game, just because there is no trophies for it. So I don't see any reason why you would go for
Yeah,
that.
there's no difficulty trophies for that game. So
I get some guys want to go for, more of a difficult experience, but
Yeah, unless you're just
that's not really
that
what I
good,
go for
where
either.
you're just better than everybody else. But, okay. Well, Eric, so what have you been playing here?
Well, actually, I recently just beat Pokemon. I got the Let's Go.
Pokemon Let's Go.
Yeah, I got the Let's Go Pikachu
The
version.
Pikachu. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. I thought that was a very good game. I liked.
I've watched some streams of that.
I, for one, actually like the aspect of not having to battle as wild Pokemon anymore, like in previous versions. I thought that.
That was an interesting.
Yeah, I thought.
take on it.
I also like the fact that all your Pokemon on your bench actually got XP from every battle.
Yeah, so every Pokemon, because before it used to be just the Pokemon that was battling, but since you don't have battling Pokemon when you're fighting them, all of your Pokemon get experience when you catch
Yeah,
one.
even when you catch one as well. Yeah,
Right.
but
Yeah, that's cool.
I think the pacing was a lot better as far as not having to battle a wild Pokemon. You didn't really waste time with that anymore because, as far as that went, I just thought that was kind of a waste of time in the previous series. But
Yeah, definitely.
I was kind of skeptical coming into the game as far as that went, but it actually seemed like a good improvement,
Yeah.
at least in my opinion. I've also been playing a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Yeah, I think that's a excellent game. It's the first one
it's a
I've
very good
really gotten
release.
into since probably Modern Warfare 2.
Well, let me ask you this: How does it stand out between, let's say, Trevor's previous game, Black Ops 3? What makes it different than your normal Call of Duty? Because you've been a Call of Duty fan for a while, but you haven't really played any of them.
Yeah.
So what makes it stand out besides, your friends?
Well, I've been playing, probably since Modern Warfare 1, I think was the first one I really got into. And I loved the Modern Warfare series. It was awesome. And once they started going into Black Ops 1 was very good too. But once they started getting into like Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, I did not like those because everyone wants to jump around in those. It's, as people would say, boots on the ground was gone. You jump around. People are shooting you from the sky.
It's from an issue at the multiplayer.
Too much verticality. So yeah, with this new one, it's back to boots on the ground. You're not jumping around, doing all that bullshit. So I love it. I think it's back to how the series should be, back to its roots.
And I know one of the calling cards for that series is the zombies too. So is that also?
Well, I haven't actually gotten much into
zombies.
I haven't gotten much into the zombies. I'll be honest with that. It's I don't know. I used to like zombies a lot better. I just feel like I don't have the time to sit there for 2 to 3 hours without being able to pause the game. That's a big thing for me. Like I would like to be able to pause on zombies because I got stuff like I gotta take a rest from, and I can't just do it for 2 hours straight because that's my big thing with zombies. But yeah, I haven't messed with that much. But I did. I tried out the Blackout mode.
Yeah, the Battle Royale for Call of Duty.
Yeah, I tried the Blackout mode. I'm just not too into that because I played a lot of PUBG. It seems very similar to that. But other than that, I played some Battlefield. I've been playing some of that with Brett. I think that's an excellent game. I think the as far as people dying, I think that can use some balancing because I think people die just too quick on that. It takes too few shots.
Okay.
But I heard they were coming out with a patch for that in the next couple weeks, so I'm excited for that. I'll probably get more into that. Played a little bit Assassin's Creed today. only got about 2 hours
Okay,
of
so
that.
you got Odyssey as well then.
Well, I've been using his copy actually,
okay.
but yeah, I think that seems very similar to Origins, as he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's much similar menus, everything like that. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I play a lot of sports games too. I play a lot of Madden. I'm just into playing head to head on that online, but other than that, I haven't really been messing with anything in the last few weeks. Why? What have you been up to, Scott?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So I had a big week. This week I got my PlayStation 4. Like first time ever getting a PlayStation.
Finally.
And
Now, folks, I've been trying to get him to get a PlayStation for about 3 years now, and he refused for no reason not to get one. He didn't not want to get one.
I had an Xbox.
He had an
I didn't want
Xbox.
to,
Now we all have Xboxes, but he refused to get a PlayStation until this year.
Big mistake as far as I'm concerned. I think PS4 is a great system. They have a lot of great exclusives.
Well, yeah, they do.
As do some of the other consoles, but I just think PS4 has
It's like
excellent exclusives.
the
and
time
you'd be missing out
schedule.
to not play those.
with my work. Like, do I have time for like multiple consoles?
Of course you
Like, is
do.
it
Of course.
worth it?
You don't have a girlfriend? Of course you do. You have time to do that.
I don't want to read it.
Alright, go on.
Okay, no more excuses. But I finally got it. So, and the big reason why I got it is because of this superhero right here, the Spider-Man. I really wanted to play the Spider-Man game because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. And I've got to say, I've played through maybe the first quarter of the game yesterday, and I'm really impressed with it. They really nailed the character down, I thought. Like, just really well done from what I've played so far.
Now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now the voice actor for Peter Parker, Yuri, I don't know his last name.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like him as Peter Parker? Does he? 'Cause to me, he was awesome. He was an awesome Peter Parker. You know, he has that boyish voice, but still like, you know, he was. And the way like, whenever you swing, and depending on how much stress you put on Spider-Man, whenever he's webbing and swinging like through the city, it's just so magical.
Very
It's
realistic, like to
yeah.
kind of.
He goes ugh, like when he's really putting stress on his body. So I just want to get your opinion on Yuri as Peter Parker and
Yeah, I thought
Spider-Man.
he's great too. I mean, it fits in perfectly well with my picture of how Spider-Man.
I'm gonna get his last name
is.
really quick. Let me see what it is.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, that game is like you were saying, like, and all of the people in the streets, like they made New York feel like a big crowded metropolitan city, like it is. And I think it's really cool. They have like the different landmarks, like the Avengers Tower. You can go and
Yeah, just swinging around the city, I think
Yeah,
that just
stuff
feels
and-
amazing. The gameplay on that is fantastic.
yeah, it's very cool.
What else have you tried? Have you tried God of War at all?
So, I played through the intro with you guys. Let's not talk about how that went because I kind of might have struggled a little bit.
Well, that's
getting
good.
past
Yuri
the
Lo-
first.
Yuri
Yeah,
Lowenthal. Yuri Lowenthal.
Lowenthal,
Who
okay.
we'll talk about in our Game Wars predictions today.
Oh, yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
Okay. But yeah, so God of War, I played through the intro. I haven't played much since the intro. Since we got past that point. But yeah, I'm really excited to play God of War. I was very thankful that Brett loaned me like 4 of his games that are supposed to be really great exclusive games to PlayStation.
And what games were those, Scott?
So I got, he gave me God of War, the collector's edition, which you can see this statue was part of that.
What you can see on the unboxing video on YouTube.
That's right.
Subscribe to me, Diplo Carrot. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I didn't plug myself in. Scott, I didn't plug myself in.
Okay, yeah, you got it. And then I got Last of Us Remastered. He gave me.
Amazing game. Amazing. Terrific.
Fantastic.
He gave me Shadow of the Colossus.
Which is my favorite game of all time. You have to play it. Please,
Yes,
please
I
play
will.
it.
Put that last on your list.
No, that should be your first. Anybody watching this, please Please
I'll
play
keep you
Shadow
guys
of the
updated
Colossus.
on what order
Shout
I
out
play
in the
these
comments,
in.
folks. What do you think should be last?
But God of War is gonna be next after Spider-Man.
I agree. That's a very good choice there.
Okay. And then after that,
Last of Us.
I'll leave it up to the debate. But then you also gave
Leave it up
me,
to the fans.
I forget what was that?
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
Who could forget?
So that was, yes, Until Dawn.
By
So-
Supermassive Games, came out in 2015, excuse me. Awesome game.
Yeah, so I guess it's like a group of like 7 people go to this mansion.
Yeah.
It's like a horror.
It's like 7 or 8 teenagers that go into this, cabin in the woods. It's kind of just like a
long weekend.
story.
together.
Yeah, it's like a story
Yeah, so that
based
looks cool.
horror.
I like those
That game
kinds of games,
flew
so I
very
think
under
I
the
will-
radar.
I think I will
Yeah, it did.
enjoy that.
And yeah, it's a beautiful Hayden Panettiere as a lead. Oh my god, it's just a beautiful game,
Yeah.
man. It's surprising because that game again came out 3 years ago, and it still looks great.
Yeah, I didn't come in expecting a lot from that, but as far as that game went, that was really the first PlayStation exclusive I played that really got me into playing my PlayStation.
Yeah, awesome game, awesome game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
So,
to it.
So you're playing God of War. So
Yeah, and,
after Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Okay.
after Spider-Man. The other game that I got for my PlayStation this week is Fallout 76. And it's gotten a lot of controversial reviews, like not great user reviews, not great critical reviews either. And I can kind of see why. I've had a blast playing it so far. I'm only like a level 15 right now, but it's just really, really buggy, and that's the biggest issue.
Can you give
for
an
making
example
it
of
an
any
8.5.
like, are there any
So-
like game breaking bugs or,
Yeah,
or
so
game breaking or just bugs that have been impacting?
like it's kind
your...
of like a Destiny style game where it's you've got the shared world and everything, and you get into the server. There have been a couple instances I played with my friend online in a party, and there were a couple times where we just got kicked from the server just randomly. Like we're in the middle of this big quest line and we're about to finish it, and then all of a sudden, like boom, game
Oh my
freezes.
That's
and,
the worst, man.
and so that can get kind of frustrating.
Did it wipe all your quest progress, or did it go to like a previous checkpoint?
No, yeah, it keeps all the progress that you got to. So if you got to a certain progress, but if you're in the middle of a base, you still, and you have to access this console in the middle of the base, then when you respawn again, you're going to respawn outside the base, so you still would have to go through the base to get to the console again. But it's just any like steps getting up to that point it would have completed.
How long does it take to reboot that and get back into it?
Not too long. Like it's just rebooting the game. Like in a lot of ways, it reminds me of like the technical issues with like a NBA 2K franchise. Like you have to restart the game and get in with your party and friends.
Yeah, I guess it's not happening all that often. I guess it
Yeah,
can't be
it's
that
not
big of a
happening,
game-breaking
like-
issue, but
It's not happening like a lot.
it's something you would kind of expect with like an MMO type game like that
Um,
too. As
yeah.
far as when it first comes out, you know, you kind of get
Yeah,
one of those
and
issues.
there's gonna patch. I mean, Bethesda's a big company and they know. And so I fully expect
no
once
worries
that
about
game
that.
gets patched, it's going to be really good. There's another issue, which was kind of frustrating. We were doing like leveling because my friend is a much higher level than me, so he was kind of carrying me through some higher level areas. When I spawned in to join him, there were a couple instances where when I spawned in, all the enemies in the area and him were invisible. And I couldn't see them, but I could still get hit by these monsters, so I'm like dying to these invisible creatures, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? And he's like, I thought I was just like going crazy, like I can't see these monsters. I'm like, I can't find you. But no, then we ended up realizing like, oh hey, like they're just not working for you. Like these creatures are invisible. Now I could pick up the loot after they were dead. But like when they were alive and attacking me, I couldn't see them. And if I tried hitting them, it didn't do any visible damage to them that I could tell. So that was kind of frustrating. That only happened like It happened twice in like the 4 hours that we played. So that's another issue. Hopefully they get it patched. But really fun time playing the game despite the issues. I thought.
So do you think that the reviews on Metacritic give it justice? Because I mean, the game's I think around a 5 on Metacritic for reviews.
I don't think that gives it.
So you think
justice.
it's better?
I think so. If you are willing to like be okay with these few.
Well, do you
game
think if they
doesn't
patch
work
it
right.
and fix all those problems, then
Yeah, I'd
do
say
you
it's
think
like
it deserves a higher review?
yeah, like an 8.5 or 9. I would give it out of 10.
Yeah, that's the
Like
problem with
thing.
reviewing like a game like that
Well,
so early.
the problem is you're paying $60 for the standard edition.
Well, it was actually already 40, but
Well, originally when it came out, you're paying $60 for a game with bugs, with glitches,
And that's
with a game that is, to be completely honest, is not finished.
yeah.
I mean, I know this is Bethesda Game Studios' first multiplayer, game.
But
Well, they
yeah,
Eat
it's
them.
better.
That wasn't made.
That
That wasn't.
was-
That wasn't made by
That
Bethesda.
was
by
ZeniMax.
Gamescast. Yeah,
that
it was.
was
ZeniMax.
So I mean, I think it was, from what I've like seen from like videos on YouTube or reviews, just go back to single player games, you guys. Like, come on, Bethesda Game Studios,
yeah.
give us what we want. Give us Fallout 5, single player, no multiplayer bullshit.
Yeah.
I
But
will be looking
Yeah,
forward
they
to
gotta
Fallout
stick to
5.
their big guns.
I
So-
will say that the story in Fallout 4 is fun. I mean, it's
Fallout
not for
4
everybody. Or Fallout 76.
Yeah.
It's you're basically just it's a bunch of like tapes recorders that you're listening to that you pick up along the way of people who are trying to survive that couldn't be in a vault.
because there's no
Because-
NPCs, right?
Yeah, there's no NPCs.
See, yeah, that's what I
but
was
you
gonna ask about.
you
is-
I
encounter
told you
like
that
robots.
before.
You encounter
You
a
also
bunch
made-
of like holotape,
Yeah.
kind of like Bioshock-esque type, like where you're listening to the story unfold. Like
Wait, so it's
It's
100% PvP? Like, I'm sorry, I
yeah,
don't
you
know
could.
much about
It's
this
kind
game.
of like a Destiny type of environment. So you can walk around and you can see all of the other players around in this shared world.
Right.
And yeah, there's friendly fire zone, so you can. I think if you join somebody's team, then a friendly fire goes off with that person. But other than that, you can shoot and kill any other player.
See,
Like if you kill somebody, you take their loot that they have, like
Okay.
their junk that they've gained, and it's very much like survival-esque, where you're getting supplies. You have to quench your thirst and your hunger, and keep from being
see,
radiated.
yeah, because when they announced the game, I was under the impression that it was going to be NPCs, but I've never really looked into it all that much,
there's
especially
no
after the reviews
NPCs,
came out.
but I think it works well because a lot of people complained about like Fallout 4, like too empty and stuff like that. But like going into it expecting that it's just about like the monsters and stuff, it kind of eliminates that a little
Now
bit.
they have that.
Or just expecting to go around and just destroy stuff and gain loot and.
Now in the previous Fallout games, they had that. What was that? Where it slowed down time.
Bats.
Oh,
yeah,
the VAT
VATS.
system.
Is that
VAT
still
system.
in there?
There is, but it doesn't slow down time because you're in PvP
Well, it's
environment.
real time.
So when you click it on, it just comes up with the percentage where you can select the body part, like it's still real time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you click the fire, so you can easily select which body part, and it'll tell you your percentage chance to hit like
Right.
normal.
So you have to click on the trigger with that.
And then you click on the trigger, but what that does in the VATS is when you use it, a lot of times it'll fill up your critical meter, and once that's full, your next shot will be a critical hit.
Okay.
And so you'll get critical damage for
Right.
using VATS that way. So I think that works pretty well. So I've got well,
let's talk about
Okay.
what we want to talk about. The Game Awards this
Okay.
Thursday,
that's right.
Can't wait.
8:30. Jeff Keighley is back. My man,
He's back.
he's back. Tons of hype on Reddit, on social media about what's going to be shown. you know, we want those get hype moments. I mean, there's no PSX this year. There's nothing really going on besides a kind of funny game showcase, which is, I believe, Saturday with Greg Miller. Love their show.
Yeah, that should be interesting to see how that first annual,
Yeah.
how that goes down.
I love those guys over there, so shout out to them. Hope you guys watch that. But the big moment is going to be Thursday for the Game Awards. So we want to provide you our predictions for the Game Awards, and Scott's going to read us a category and read us the nominees, and we're going to make our predictions of who's going to win those awards. And hopefully, you know, we get some really cool trailers on some upcoming games, and I can't wait, guys. I cannot wait. I might even call off work on Friday if I'm so hyped.
This is what
Give me Bloodborne 2. Bloodborne 2, come on. From Software, you can do it. Please.
That would be cool.
I would pass out and be so happy.
Was this the 5th game of the year?
Well, because he was doing the Spike Awards, and then Spike kind of like dropped, and then he kind of created like with his own like funding and stuff, created this. So yeah, I can't wait.
That's cool.
So Scott, let's do it. Let's go through.
Okay, so we're just gonna start here with the Game of the Year nominees. We've got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which we were talking about today. And obviously that franchise has been very successful. You have Celeste. I haven't really heard of much about that game.
Yeah, I got good reviews.
My radar.
It's an indie game, but I heard it's very puzzle focused.
Multi-platform. So
it is. It's on the Switch, I believe, too. The Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. I heard good things about it, but never had a chance to play it myself.
So yeah, we'll see how that fares against these big heavy hitters. God of War. Yeah, these two definitely would vouch for that game, I think.
We love you, Corey Barlog. We love you.
Marvel Spider-Man, which we were talking about today. Insomniac. Definitely great job on that game. Monster Hunter World. I think, Brett, you played a decent amount of that.
I played a lot.
I've put, which doesn't even seem a lot in comparison to what other people have put into that game. But I put like over 100 hours. It was my first ever Monster Hunter World game I've ever played. It's amazing multiplayer experience. You know, I never really played it by myself. You know, those kind of games I want to play with people I know. But tons of fun, beautiful, kind of grindy. Not for me with the end game grind, but during the whole quote unquote campaign, it was a blast. So much fun.
Yeah, I came in not knowing what to expect with that game, but man, I was blown away. It was very good.
Yeah. And then Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar. They always seem to have every game, like whether it's GTA, Red Dead, their games always seem to be up on these lists. Like
it's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, as close as perfect as you can be.
We didn't talk much about that, but yeah, I've played decent.
Well, that might be a good episode to do. You know, like the spoilers of Red Dead Redemption whenever you finish it, Scott. Because you just got the game recently.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm still kind of early into it.
So maybe we'll do a video for that.
Yeah, definitely pretty cool.
So let's pick who's gonna win really quick.
Okay, so we'll give our thoughts.
Let's do it really quick. I mean, as much as I love God of War, and I really want God of War to win, I think it's Red Dead's category to lose. I think they're going to be the game of the year. I think more people have played Red Dead. I think more people have loved Red Dead. It's just so mind-blowingly good. Like, Rockstar's hit out of the park, which is, you know, I don't think it's a shock to anybody.
Yeah.
I vote for God of War because I love God of War. I thought it was, you know, it's a great game. I love Kratos in it. I got used to liking, you know, Atreus, and you know, I can't wait for the next one. But just, you know, thinking, you know, objectively, I think it's Red Dead. I think it's Red Dead Redemption 2. So.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I go, I mean, I pretty much am in the same boat as Brett with pretty much everything he said. I mean, I voted for God of War. I think that was probably the game of the generation as far as for me. But Red Dead, that's right there with it, and it's a stacked year as far as game of the year goes. I mean, Monster Hunter World, that game was fantastic. If it was another year, I mean, if this was 2016 that came out, 2017, I think that game would have had a real shot at winning it. But it's a tough year for them to try to win game of the year. But I voted God of War. But I think it's gonna be Red Dead though. But it's gonna be tough to take them down. I mean, it's probably their year for that.
Yeah, I would agree. That seems to. I mean, that game just has gotten so much great publicity.
It was very good. Well, one thing I gotta say about that game, without any spoilers, is I did not like the ending, but I think the ending could have been a lot better. But I mean, you know, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, so I'm not gonna say anything as far as that goes. But it's just it could have been better, I think.
I love the ending, by the way.
Yeah, and
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'd only gotten to play a little bit of a lot of these games, so I'm just gonna refrain from making a prediction, since I haven't done my justice due diligence on playing these games. But I think our expectations are Red Dead Redemption 2.
What's the next category?
We've got best ongoing game. So
What were the categories on that?
by ongoing game, it means game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. So I guess this is like
Games as a service,
Yeah.
basically.
What are the nominees?
Yeah, so we've got Destiny 2, Forsaken. Yeah, I didn't play that expansion. I really enjoyed Destiny 2 though, which is I thought it was good. Fortnite, which is is just exploded, like one of the highest player streaming games. No Man's Sky, interesting choice. Like, this game was very empty when it first came out, and it definitely, another game, kind of like we said with Fallout 76, that just did not live up to the hype at first.
But Sean Murray, you redeemed yourself.
Yeah, they've really
You redeemed yourself.
come through and stayed committed to updating
Well,
this
yeah,
game.
I think that game kind of shows, like with Fallout 76, they're
Yeah,
not always
so-
their best product at release, and they definitely improve on what they
Yeah, so that's
started out
kind of
with.
cool. Very cool concept of a game. Not for everybody, but Overwatch. So Blizzard, they're a great company. Overwatch, I believe it won the Game of the Year. What was it?
2 years
2
ago.
years ago. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
At the Game Awards.
So so that game's still going strong and is another nominee for.
Yeah, I played quite a bit of it this year. Or
I mean,
earlier in the
obviously
year.
2 years strong. It deserves to be on this list then. And then Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Very, I think a lot of people overlook that game, but yeah, it always
Did he fart?
gets strong. Whoa, Rocky. But yeah, Rainbow Six Siege, not a game I've ever really played or heard too much about, but it's always there. Like Ubisoft does a good job of keeping up with that.
I don't know how much you guys have played of any of those games. I mean, I played some of Fortnite early in the year.
It's gonna be Fortnite.
I mean,
Some of
Next
Fortnite,
category,
it's
it's gonna be Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, I voted
Okay.
for Overwatch for that, but
It's gonna be
that's,
Fortnite.
That's because I'm an
Sorry.
Overwatch
So
fan. So.
Fortnite runs away with that one.
Yep,
Okay.
Fortnite's gonna win. No doubt.
I mean,
No doubt.
Okay,
no
Next.
Third category, best game direction. Awarded to a game studio for outstanding creativity, vision, and innovation in game direction and design.
I see a few you played in there, but
So, I guess this is like, what does it say? Outstanding creative vision and innovation. So I guess it's just like new concepts of playing these games. So you have A Way Out.
Brett,
And
have you played that one?
Fuck the Oscars. I want to see that guy back. That dude was fucking awesome. He was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hazelight Studios / EA. And So that was like there's like two guys and you're like kind of controlling both of those guys trying to
Yeah.
escape and
Played with my friend, got the
Interesting.
platinum. No big deal.
yeah, good job.
It was a fun game. You know, I think it was
Yeah.
$30 if
Okay,
I'm not mistaken
so-
when it came out. Not a bad price. It was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
you could beat it in one sitting with one friend.
That's good.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
We've got Detroit Become Human
Another
from
one
Quantic
like that.
Dream Studios.
Which is I think is
Slash SID.
David Cage's best game. I mean, he's made Beyond Two Souls,
yeah, for
Heavy Rain, and then Detroit Become Human.
underrated
Yeah.
game. Yeah,
That was fun.
yeah. So what made that innovative and different? So,
I mean, I just think
like,
You know,
the
it was
game
just- I was just so like immersed in the story, and I just couldn't put it down. I think I beat it in one day. I was off one day and I beat it.
Okay.
Yeah, just super cool. I kind of like that futuristic setting that they had. Yeah, I thought it was a fun
Yeah,
game.
and then you have
I mean, people will get on his like writing style and David Cage's writing style,
Yeah.
but you know, I don't have a problem with it. So it was cool.
okay. Yeah, and then the next three in this category are big ones that were Game of the Year award contenders as well. You have God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, on this category being best game direction, I kind of want to go with Spider-Man on this. Just because we were talking, like,
Well, I think
we thought
God
that they
of
did
War would
great
make a
with
good one for this.
portraying, like, Spider-Man, like, got the right actors and everything.
I think God of War would make a
The
great one in
environment.
that category as well because
What is it? What's the definition of it?
Best game direction.
Awarded to a game studio for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
innovation, direction. I mean, God of War really changed it up. I think with this game because the three previous ones in the series, they were a whole different game as opposed to this one. You know, it really slows down and it's less hack and slash and more RPG elements. So I think God of War can make a good one for this category for sure.
I agree. I like God of War. I like changing the setting from the Greek setting to the Norse
Yeah.
setting. I agree. I would pick God of
Okay,
War.
so we've got one Spider-Man and two God of War for that.
All right.
And then we have Best Narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Once again, you have Detroit Become Human. You've got God of War again, so this is the third category for God of War. Life is Strange 2, Episode 1. Not really a series that I've ever gotten into.
I love them.
but,
I played the first episode. I played Life is Strange 1. I
Yeah.
played Life is Strange Before the Storm. I played this one. I mean,
Nice.
it's only one episode. I mean, I don't know why that
Yeah,
was
you think
nominated.
that-
It was fun.
yeah.
I mean, it was a good
You'd
episode.
think
I mean,
that they would wait until the
yeah,
whole, like,
but
part of the game. And
I mean, I
stuff
don't think
is
the next
one
episode's
episode.
coming out until January. So
Okay, so that's why. It's
yeah,
just
that was a
one
weird.
episode.
That was a weird.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
think nominee,
weird.
but
But if the story was great, Marvel Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption 2, which those are single-player story-based games, so they're all
These are really
expected
tough,
to
man.
be up there.
Like,
so
I already
all
know.
of those.
It's tough, man. I think
It's probably gonna be Red Dead 2, probably on this one.
they have a good narrative, but like I said, I wasn't a big fan of the ending, but I mean, they did have a very good
So-
story all the way through the game up till
Yeah.
the ending, but that's more of an opinion
Okay.
of mine. But I also think God of War had a great narrative as
Yeah,
well.
that's
and
interesting because we got.
I didn't play Life is Strange. I mean, Spider-Man, you can only have such a good narrative with a superhero game
yeah.
like that, but.
I think it's gonna be Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I probably
I
have to
mean-
agree on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got Best Art Direction for outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. So on this, you have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath Traveler by Square Enix. Brett, Eric, do you know much about that game, Octopath?
I played a little bit of it, but
Yeah.
I kind of got burnt out on it after a while. I didn't like the fact that you had to control 8 different characters on it, and
But were
it
the
kind of burnt me.
visuals
Eh,
up there with
They
like
were
your
good.
God
I mean,
of
it's a-
War, Assassin's Creed?
you know, it's a side scroller game, so but you can't have good art with that. But
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2 again. And then Return of the Obra Dinn by 3909 LLC.
Has anybody played that?
To be honest, never heard of it. I'm
Neither
sorry.
have
I'm sorry.
But it has
was a
good
good game.
artistic
It was a
design,
good game.
so,
Drop a comment. I'll check it out. But never played it.
Yeah, we can't get to them all, I guess. But
So
what was that?
What's
What
that?
was that one?
That was best
Art?
artistic. Yeah,
I guess
best
God
art
of War.
direction. Best art direction.
I would say God of War.
It's between for me like.
I mean,
Art
Red
direction,
Dead,
I
I
mean-
thought looked really good.
Yeah, but
when
then-
I've played that.
That's not really. No, I get. Yeah,
Of course,
it's,
I played
it's
it on
art,
Xbox,
but I mean,
I guess it would be
graphically, it's great.
It'd be
but-
between Assassin's Creed Odyssey and God of War, but I would give the advantage to God of War.
Yeah, I'd say God of War.
Okay. Our next category is best score / music presented by Spotify. So I guess Spotify is presenting this one, sponsoring this one. For outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and/or licensed soundtrack. So again, you have this game Celeste by Lena Raine is on there. You have God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, which had a great soundtrack from what I've experienced so far. Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom,
Woo!
Octopath Traveler.
Oh, give some love to Nino
Ni-
Kuni
Ni
too.
no-
Come
Ni no
on
Kuni
now.
2 by Joe
Was the soundtrack created that one?
Hisaishi.
I don't remember it. I mean, it was kind of just like it was like
See, I don't pay enough attention.
I mean,
to
I like
that.
JRPGs and I like the game, but I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't even remember the
See,
soundtrack.
if I knew we were going to be voting on like categories like this, I guess I should have been paying more attention to the soundtracks. I know God of War had a good soundtrack, but what was it?
Is
what
Red
was
Dead
it?
on? Is Red Dead on there?
Red Dead is not. Oh, it is.
It had a
It's
good
on
soundtrack
there.
too.
It's on there.
I actually
And
did
again,
notice.
Octopath Traveler.
I did notice the soundtrack in Red Dead Redemption, like whenever they would
So we're
go
seeing
to
a
those
lot of
horse cutscenes where you'd be riding around on your horse. I noticed that.
a lot of the same games in these categories that are coming up.
I give it to God of War.
So here we go. Here's
God of War, Red Dead.
God of
I'd say
War. God of War.
Okay. So here, this is interesting, similar category, but I think this is more just on the
Audio design.
sounds. So best audio design presented by Dolby, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. So you've got Call of Duty Black Ops 4 on this one
Mhm.
by Treyarch Activision. Forza Horizon 4, the Xbox exclusive. The Forza Horizons are supposed to be.
I mean, yeah, they got pretty much any music
great
category
sound
you can
effects
play
in that.
inside your car. So
God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
God of War. They went two.
yeah, I mean, as far as
Audio
that goes,
categories.
yeah, because
I really don't know the difference. Like,
yeah, what was the category even called?
It was
was
called
that-
Best Audio Design presented by Dolby,
Audio
recognizing
design.
the best in-game audio and sound. So this one was presented by Dolby, and the other one was presented by
Well,
Spotify.
almost
So
like
maybe
Sony.
it's just
God of War.
the company.
Just give it to God of War, yeah.
Okay, so then the next category is Best Performance, awarded to an individual for voice-over acting, motion and/or performance capture.
I guess real quick.
So you have Brian Detchert as Connor from Detroit Become Human, Christopher Judge as Kratos, God of War. Very cool. I like Christopher Judge. Melisanthi Mahout as Cassandra in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan, Red Dead Redemption 2. And Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker, Marvel's Spider-Man, which we talked about. I'm thinking Yuri.
I like your.
Yuri was good. I mean, what Judge is the?
Yeah, he did
Christopher
Kratos.
Judge was great.
Yeah, he's always good. I mean,
I
but
can see you favoring
Yeah.
God of War a lot.
he's good. But I also thought Arthur Morgan was great as well. So
Yeah, like Roger.
I mean, that's a tough one for me. But I think, like Brett was saying, I think that what was his name, Yuri? Something?
Yeah, Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah, he hit it spot on with the split.
I mean, you didn't.
because I wasn't really thinking about that, but
Yeah.
now that you mention it, it's like
It's
it's exactly what you expect Spider-Man to sound
Yes. Yep. Exactly. Yep.
Okay, next category we have is Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message.
Yeah, just skip this
11, Memories Retold, Celeste, Florence, Life is Strange Episode 1, The Missing J.J. Macfield, and The Island of
I don't think we
Memories.
played any
That
of
is
these
a
except for
very
Life is Strange.
long
Yeah,
game.
so I guess
For-
we
It's,
won't
really,
even
it's
vote.
kind of unfair for us to vote on that. I mean,
But I guess they're
Life
very
is Strange.
there
thought
you go.
provoking.
Life is
But I
Strange.
heard Celeste had very good, like positive impact.
I mean, if they're up for Game of the Year, you figure they're probably gonna win some
you
category.
know what?
So.
Give it a Celeste
Yeah.
because I heard good things about that game.
Yeah,
so.
they've had like three. They're up for
Yeah.
like 3 different
Celeste.
categories. Well,
Alright, what else we
Celeste coming up again. Best independent
Just
game.
skip this one. We haven't played any.
What?
Of these.
What for the indie
We haven't
games?
played any.
For
It's not
outstanding
fair for us to
creative and
vote.
technical achievement. I'll at least say what they are.
Okay, that's fine.
We've got Celeste, Dead Cells, Into the Breach, Return of the Obra Dinn, and The Messenger.
Well, I heard a lot of good things about Dead Cells, but like I said, I
Yeah.
haven't played it.
My
so.
friend played Dead Cells. He really enjoyed it. Obviously, with all the news about the IGN guy stealing that review from
yeah, that was crazy.
Boomstick or whatever. So, I mean, I didn't play any of them. Can't really
And
vote on.
so the next category is one that maybe hardcore gamers don't necessarily like the most.
Now,
but
this is something I'll never talk about because I don't support these types of games. But go ahead, Scott.
they are getting bigger. So best mobile game for the best game playable on mobile devices. You have Donut Country, Florence, Fortnite, PUBG Mobile, Reigns, Game of Thrones. So I haven't played any of those on mobile, so
Skip.
can't really say much.
Skip.
Best
Oh, let me-
VR.
let me
so
see the categories really quick, Scotty boy.
I think there's still a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot of categories. I know that.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, you can
Still
hit the.
a
You
crap
can
ton.
also
like we
hit the
could be
thing.
here for another 2 hours.
You can hit the thing and just go to a certain category if there's ones we still have.
Well, let's go through this really quick. We'll just go rapid fire, Scott. Rapid
Okay,
fire.
rapid
We're
fire.
starting roast.
You're gonna have to
Okay.
read the description. Just read the category and
Okay,
the games.
best action game: Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Dead Cells, Destiny 2 Forsaken, Far Cry 5, Mega Man 11.
Was that best action game?
Yeah, best action game. And now the
Call of
next
Duty
one
for
is best action/adventure game. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I don't know how you justify an action adventure game. Like what's best,
I guess the most. I guess
actiony.
like Red Dead, like just adventure game where there's shooting and stuff to do.
Yeah,
the
so
other ones,
like the action games
I mean,
are more
Spider-Man was very good
shooters,
action.
Yeah, and
it's
well,
tough
I don't
'cause-
know why Mega Man.
Because
is
you're not going by like
not on the
story, you're
adventure
going more
too.
by action
It's
adventure, and I thought the gameplay on Spider-Man, I'd have to get that one on Spider-Man.
weird.
Okay.
Okay, best role-playing game: Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Monster Hunter
Yeah,
World,
Monster Hunter.
Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, Octopath Traveler, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. I played a little bit of the first game. Want to play the second one?
I'd have to give that one to Monster Hunter for sure.
Yeah, I think Monster Hunter World's gonna win that one.
RPG.
That's the type
I would
of game
assume
I
that
think
probably would.
role playing.
Yeah, I would say Monster Hunter World. I like Ni no Kuni 2 again, but I think Monster Hunter World's gonna win that category.
Best fighting game for the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Soul Calibur 6, and Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition.
Didn't play any of them.
Best family game: Mario Tennis Aces, Nintendo Labo, Overcooked 2, Starlink Battle for Outless, Super Mario Party.
I think it's gonna be hands down Super Mario Party.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with
not
maybe
Mario Tennis.
Nintendo. Big Nintendo fan.
Let me see, we
Guess
got.
we're gonna skip
Aces was
you.
good too.
Yeah,
but-
we got strategy game.
Oh, go on.
Okay. Go ahead, Scott.
Okay, the Banner Saga 3, Battletech, Frostpunk, Into the Breach, Valkyrie Chronicles 4. Best sports/racing game: FIFA 19, Forza Horizon 4, Mario Tennis Aces, NBA 2K19, Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. You think NBA 2K gets it done?
No.
No. I don't.
I would vote.
either.
I would
I
vote
stopped
Mario
playing that
Tennis
game, and I
Aces.
love those games. Best multiplayer game: Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Destiny 2 Forsaken, Fortnite, Monster Hunter World, Sea of Thieves.
I mean,
Black Ops.
it's gonna be Fortnite.
Probably.
Black Ops. Well, that's my vote. But yeah, it'll probably
Best
be Fortnite though.
student game?
Skip
I
that.
don't know
Yeah.
what that is. I guess it's just for high school and
Yeah.
college people.
Best debut indie game.
Best debut indie game.
Yeah.
This is like the same as the indie
Moss.
one already.
I'm gonna vote Moss
Okay,
because
Moss.
I'm a PlayStation dude. I'm
Yeah,
a
you have,
Sony
like,
boy.
Oh, there you go.
Donut
Yeah.
County, which was one of the mobile games. Florence, which was one of the mobile games. Moss, The Messenger, Yoku's Island Express.
And now we're on the esports categories.
Best
We're-
esports.
Let's skip these because I don't think any of us care about esports that much. So
I mean, I like
And I
esports,
stream games,
uh,
but I just do that.
just for the sake of time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to keep it up.
Yeah. Okay, some more esports. Best esports team, best esports coach,
I think
best
that's it.
esports event,
I think that's it.
best esports host, best esports moment, content creator of the year. You have Dr. Lupo, Myth, Ninja, Pokimane, and Willie
I
Red.
don't
So those
think-
are just streamers.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Ninja.
Probably, he's the most popular guy. He's always got like over 200,000.
Plays with Drake.
Yeah, that's insane.
I just gotta close it.
Okay, and that's all we have.
Do you guys want to do a live stream?
Yeah, let's
so-
shoot for a live stream on Thursday.
All right,
Team Wars or
live stream on Thursday. Don't miss it.
8:30 on Twitch. So follow us.
And what is the Twitch?
It's gonna
username?
be Take Aim Games.
Take Game Games.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's available.
And then, hopefully if we get this, you guys like these videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We plan to do this, once a week. At least try to. I know we're all
Maybe every other
busy.
week, we'll see.
But yeah, if you like us, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you guys next time.
See ya.
All right.
Later.